All right, on a scale of Snow White to good, how is the Lilo and Stitch remake? Let's talk about it now. Hey everyone, it's David Stark from Watcher Pass. I'm here to talk about Lilo and Stitch, a brand new movie from Disney. No, it's not. It's one of their remakes. It is a trend that Disney has had where they do remakes of their classic films to make more money, I guess. This is the next one. It is the remake of Lilo and Stitch 2002 animated film. This is coming out in 2025. It is animated-ish. I mean, it's live action with an animated Stitch and some other animated characters. Is this movie worth your time? Is it worth watching? Or is it like most of the other Disney remakes? Well, my hot take is I think you should watch it. I actually really like this one. And full confession, I'm not a fan of Lilo and Stitch, the original. I didn't watch it growing up. I didn't love it. When I tried to show it to my kids, I thought it was a little bit too much, a little bit too violent. So I did not ever really watch it. I watched it recently and then I watched the remake today. I really loved it. I thought it was one of the first, maybe only Disney live action remakes that actually feels better than the original. It has the same story and heart as the original movie, but it has some smart updates. Both in terms of like bringing it up to modern-ish times and also streamlining a little bit of the story. Fluffier Stitch, like the animated aspect, actually lets him look fluffier, look kind of more adorable. And I think, with the live action format gave it some added drama. So I actually like this a lot. I thought it was good. I thought it was better than the original. So, and you might be wondering, well, it's an animated remake. Is it okay for kids? Yeah, I think it's okay for kids. It is a similar sense of humor, a similar style to the original Lilo and Stitch with a little bit less violence. I think they toned it down a little bit, which was nice to see, but as, a little bit of sibling violence, a little bit of rude humor. But overall, I think it should be fine for kids. I took all of my kids to it. They all enjoyed it. So I think that should be fine. And also, you might be wondering, hey, I'm going to see this movie. Is it, once the credits roll, it's a little bit longer. The movie's about an hour and 50 minutes, I think, or so. Should I just leave? Well, you should stay at least for the first part of the credits. There are some, epilogue type scenes during the first part of the credits, and then there is a mid-credits scene that you definitely have to stay for. It is great. It is not part of the original. It is a new kind of like additional addendum to the movie. Stay for that, and then after that, you can leave. So that is all you need to know about Lilo and Stitch. So I'm going to tell you a little more about the film. A few things I like, a few things I didn't like, and not really going to go into spoilers. It's a remake of the original. The original's been out for a while. There are a few small updates to it, but overall the story follows pretty closely to the original. So no spoilers, no stingers, no story recap, just what I liked, what I didn't like, and then out. So Lilo and Stitch tells a story of Lilo, a young, kind of rambunctious child, and her older sister Nani, who has been kind of forced into the role of taking care of her. They are struggling, they are not doing great. But all that changes when a fugitive alien crashes down and changes all of their lives, sometimes for the better, oftentimes for the worse. So, things I liked about this movie. The first, I love the animation. I thought the animation was good. It was a nice kind of blend of live action and animated, aspects of it. Is the first part is almost fully animated. Then when we get to Earth, it becomes more live action with some animated characters still in it. I love kind of the way that the aliens looked. I love the way that Stitch looks. I think he looks fluffy. I think he looks more adorable. He's definitely more relatable than in the animated film. So I thought the animation blend was really good. Second thing I like the story changes. I think, some parts of the original were kind of taken out to streamline the film. Not a ton, but it did feel like a more streamlined story with fewer tangents and things like that. The third thing I love the drama. So with the live action aspect of it, I thought the drama hit a little bit better. I thought that the drama was a little bit more relatable. The heartfelt moments kind of hit you in the feels more. So that made me enjoy those dramatic, heartfelt moments all that much more. The fourth thing I liked the updates. I thought that some of the story updates brought it into a more modern time. You had some like more modern technologies. You had some modern terminology, things like that. Just little things, not a ton, but I thought that they were smart, they were clever, and they kind of like retweaked this film to put it into a more modern time, which is nice because a lot of Disney remakes, they can't because it's Aladdin set in, I don't know when Aladdin is set, but way in the past, or Beauty and the Beast, which is set in like a medieval village, or Snow White, which is set in I don't know actually when Snow White is set, but probably around medieval times as well. So you got those films where if they do a remake, they can't really update the technology. But here, because Lilo and Stitch is set in essentially modern times, you have a few little smart updates here and there. And the last thing I love the humor. It's still funny, it's still entertaining, it still has the same core of Lilo and Stitch. So if you liked that humor, you will like this as well. All that being said, things I didn't love as much. It's a little bit slow at times. I mean, this film is about an hour and 50 minutes, which is much longer than the animated film. Even though they took out some of the story aspects to streamline it, it does feel like a longer movie. I didn't mind it, but my youngest did at points. He got a little bit bored. He still enjoyed the movie. He still liked it. He enjoyed it by the end, but there were some scenes in the middle where he got a little bit bored. So just keep that in mind. But overall, I thought this film was great. I really enjoyed it. So definitely check out Lilo and Stitch coming to theaters on May 23rd, 2025. If you do see it, let me know what you think. Let me know what you liked and didn't like. I'd love to hear it. And thanks so much for watching. If you like this review, please like and subscribe to this channel. It helps me a lot. Make sure all my new content goes straight to you. Thank you. Oh, and very quickly, I guess this will be spoiler-y, spoiler-ish. The things that I noticed, the main thing I noticed is I don't think that they did the scene in Lilo and Stitch where Lilo tries to dress Stitch up as Elvis and like have him entertained to try to get money to help Nani. That whole part was kind of like cut. There were references to it in the credits. In the credit scenes, they had some images of Elvis kind of being dressed up, and Elvis music is still part of the movie, but they didn't have that whole like side story where Lilo tried to kind of like raise money through Stitch, which I liked. I thought that that scene was unnecessary, funny, but it didn't need to be there. So that was the main change I noticed, the main thing that they kind of like took out. So if you notice anything else, I'm sure there's plenty I missed. Let me know. Also, one fun little, Easter egg in the film. I'm sure there's a ton more, but one of the fun ones was David, the, I don't know, supportive character, kind of love interest as well. In the film, he is wearing a Maui fish hook, which I loved. I thought that was a nice little touch. Fits with the overall setting of Lilo and Stitch, but gives it a little bit more Disney flair.